What is ahead for 2025? Find out in this energy report and oracle card reading. First, we're going to take a look at globally, then we're going to look at personal, and then we're also going to look at love relationships. And we're going to ask questions along the way to see what's in store and what light workers need to know. If you're new here, my name is Debbie Dubois. Welcome to my channel where we talk about empowerment, spiritual awakening, and the new love relationship blueprint. Let's get started, shall we? Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to use the Intuit Oracle, and we're going to use that to ask some general questions as to what's happening in 2025 overall. I just put out a video of 10 practical tips and coping strategies for keeping yourself sane in this new year. And I also summarize a lot of what we've already been through just to give us an idea of what the tone looks like for at least, my gut instinct says, for the next 3 months, but we're going to take a look at those 3 months as well. So let's just see what the Intuit Oracle has to say. The first card I got is the Wild card. The Wild card, surprise. Oh my gosh. And we got the Maverick. This is crazy. These are two of the new cards in this deck that are all, this is rule breakers. This is unconventional. This is outside the box. Loose cannon. Uh-oh. X Factor, Dark Horse, Unexpected. Oh no, we've got the mice. All right, now I'm going to tell you right now that no matter what this reading brings, the way I always approach everything is from an empowerment standpoint. So really what I'm getting here already, the energy off the cards is telling me this is what they're throwing at us. Everything but the kitchen sink, and they're throwing the kitchen sink. So the man, in this case, I want to say the man could very well be like working for the man, like the system. Let's see what else we get. I just know. All right, but we got the resources, the fish. The fish is also there. So let's take a look at these first cards. All right, this year is the game changer. This is the year where everybody is going to rebel. We're not going to sit inside the box. Everybody is getting outside the box. That's a really good point. Things are going to deteriorate for the dark, for the man. All right. Things are going to deteriorate for the man, meaning the system. But this is also going to be a year where there is money and resources coming in to us. That I feel really strong about. But you know, I think it's this maverick energy that you're seeing. You're probably seeing it all over social media. You're probably seeing it from all your friends. People are done. They are not going to conform anymore. They are fearless. People are fearless. They are speaking out. They are taking risks. And I'll tell you who is suffering is the system. It is getting nervous. It is getting anxious. There's a nagging feeling for these guys that things are, I want to say, out of control for them. And it's so ironic, isn't it? Because we think that they've got the control. We think that all the things that are happening is kind of, it's intended to show you that you have no power, but you definitely do have power. So let's see what else we got here. That's crazy that we've got the Wild card and the Maverick. We got the Rider. We got the Rings. Well, oh my gosh. And it's so funny. I was pulling cards earlier and I got this card here. This is the Bear. We got the Sun. One more card. Oh, okay. All right. And we got the Moon. Well, what pops off for me at the Rider is green light in progress. And the other thing with rings is closing out cycles. So this period of time is really about us making progress, forward movement. There will be news. There will be full speed ahead on, I want to say, closing out cycles. So when you think about, for example, drones, the drones showed up and they just disappeared. We've had lights in the sky, that becomes something, and then something else hits. Then the fires, then the storms, then it seems that we're closing out cycles. Things are moving at lightning speed. I want to say that the bear is really about us taking charge again, becoming the boss. And I want to say the mama bear gives us a lot of feminine energy. We've got a lot of feminine energy. But we've also got the masculine energy as well here in the sun. This is success, it's energy, it's power. And I want to say, remember, what we're asking is what do light workers need to know? Things are going to get crazy. They're going to throw a bunch of stuff at us, but we have to understand that the man is losing. Let's just look at it as the dark. It's losing. And we are getting resources. We are getting the resources we need to make the change. And then here's another, oh, wow. All right. So the moon is also divine feminine energy. So the sun and the moon, how did I not see that one right away? The sun and the moon. I'm going to tell you right now that what I get is the relationship, the divine relationship blueprint coming in. We've got the sun and the moon. We've got the feminine and we've got the masculine. That's incredible news. All right, let's see what else we get. Wow, how did I not pick that one up? All right, what else do we need to know about what's coming in 2025? What do light workers need to know, general? All right, so we got the scythe. And the scythe is about unexpected things. It's about liberation. It's about sudden ripping off the Band-Aid. Let's just get it done here. I got this before in a test reading I was doing, and that's the gears. The gears is about innovation, ideas in action, moving things forward, perfect timing, synchronicity, and teamwork, interconnected. See, all of this stuff is the light that's coming in. Now, we do have the clouds. So let's take a look at what the clouds, let's pair it with what is the clouds and the problem. There's some problem here. There's some doubt. Okay, we've got the avalanche. Gosh, this is such a powerful card. The avalanche represents this major force. It's an uncontrollable, unstoppable force. It is an external force, which if you're looking at the man and you're looking at the fear of the man, but even if you're looking at it from the light worker standpoint, it sounds to me that this year is going to be all about momentum building to this sudden force. And it is going to create some confusion. Now, the way these appeared in the reading, you'll see that the sun is, I'll show you, the sun is facing the gears, but the darkness is on this avalanche. I think that there are going to be a lot of people that are going to be confused. I think there's going to be a lot of people that are unclear as to what's happening. It's going to seem to not be in their view as to what's really happening. But what we have to understand is whatever this is major force. It's a major, I want to say, external force that builds momentum. There will be people who think of danger. It is a chain reaction of things that are happening that is going to create some kind of confusion. However, the sun is facing the gears. Do you see that? The sun is facing the gears. So what I want to say is that the sun is saying there are already ideas in action. There is already innovation. There's already progress. There's the teamwork and synchronicity behind the scenes that is, that is being illuminated. Let's find out if there's any more information on this avalanche. What is this uncontrollable external force builds momentum. Let's see if we can find out more. Interesting. We get the lion. The lion is such a powerful, majestic, heart-centered creature with inner strength, high self-esteem, confidence. It's almost like what I'm picking up is that this momentum has to do with heart-centered energy coming in, maybe through the energies. So what I'm interested in now is this avalanche going to be for them, or is it going to be for us? You know, what's this avalanche about? Let's get more information on that. I mean, this is what I picked up for this year anyways. This is the year that literally makes some kind of turning point. All right, so the white feather. We got the white feather. The white feather is asking us to take a leap of faith and rise above. Because this is about our freedom. This is about peace. Oh my gosh, we got the round table. And the round table, again, is about team projects, camaraderie, support group. This almost seems to me like we are, as a collective, with the energies of the sun coming in, right? That we are, as a collective, becoming this force. I think we are actually becoming this force. We are the avalanche. We are their imminent danger. And it's building momentum for them. So this could be, all right, I want to say that this is John Q. Public that, you know, really just kind of goes day to day. And yeah, they're affected by the world, but they might not be, I don't know, they might not be as aware of some of the things that you and I are aware of in terms of, like, I don't know, all the background stuff that's been going on. Although, and again, I referenced this in my last video about the 10 tips and practical strategies. The stuff that's coming out, I mean, if you've been in a truther or conspiracy theory kind of environment, you've heard all this stuff for years, and people are actually starting to hear it now in the mainstream. So I want to say, I'm not sure that there are a lot of people that haven't already been touched by this, but this right here, for me, to see the white feather and the round table come up together, this really tells me that the collective awakening, where we're bringing in this energy, and listen, Leo energy, sun energy, lion energy, we are bringing in this inner strength. We're bringing in our divine masculine, not the distorted masculine, but this is the energy and the power. And now we have the white feather and the round table, which is basically saying collaboration. And then we've got the gears. So the gears is all about smooth, seamless ideas in action, perfect timing, and synchronicity. It seems to me that no matter what they throw at us, even if it is the kitchen sink, we got this one, you guys. And it started in this reading when I started seeing about the resources that were coming in and how quickly things are coming in with the rider and how we're going to be closing out cycles. This is the rings is about, you know, partnership, reaping what you sow. So reaping what you sow is probably not just for us, right? It's going to be for the people that are creating the chaos and stuff. We got the heart and home. So I want to say that at some point, you know, we are really going to start to feel that energy or security. Security is coming in. It seems like an impossibility that it would be coming in, because we would think, oh, you know, with all the stuff that's happening, how could we feel secure? But everything that's happening, this is the stepping stones. Everything that's happening in the stepping stones is saying, keep on going, baby. Keep on going. We got some spiritual growth here coming all around. We're on the way out of what I like to think of as this disempowerment arena. We're on our way out. All right, let's look at, and guess what? Our wishes do come true. So overall, the energies are super powerful for 2025. So these are the general energies. And now what I want to do is take a look at, let's look at the first 3 months. We already know that it started out crazy. I want to find out, maybe what the next 3 or 4 months has to offer. Okay, so what I'm going to do to look into the first quarter, maybe even just the first 4 months, is I'm going to use the Zodiac 108. This deck has a lot more detail, and it was actually what I would almost call this deck is the truther deck, because there's a lot of stuff in here that pertains to those kind of situations. So let's go ahead and ask the Zodiac 180. Let's see what we've got. Well, the first card that comes up is we've got change coming. Change is coming in this first quarter. So let's find out more. What kind of change is coming in this first quarter? Wow. All right. So the first card I got is the bodybuilder. And then I got the Phoenix. So the Phoenix is all about transformation. So we've got power, strength, determination. We've got complete renewal, complete transformation, rising from the ashes, a new era. So the end is just the beginning, which kind of tells me that it might feel like the end. There's going to be things that are going to make us feel like this could be the end. We got swords and scales. This is about justice. It's truth. It's truth. It's cut to the chase. It's equity, legal matters, hear me out, by the book, truth and justice, due process. So something's going to happen. And this one, oh, wow. So this will be right next to the pillars. The pillars is about conventional, traditional leadership, authority figure structure, and things like that. So basically, in this first quarter, we're going to start to see this. We're going to start to see truth and justice in our structures with our authority figures. Things are going to play out. Things are going to become more even keel. I'm going to say I'm kind of surprised by some of these cards, because these are powerful cards of change. Okay, so we got the crystal ball. Let's see what else we got. We got the handcuffs. We got the urn. Oh, interesting stuff. All right, I'm just going to keep pulling. Usually I pull in 5 cards. So there's going to be something there's going to be a death, or there's going to be a complete collapse of something. We got the Wheel of Fortune too. Wow. Handcuffs. Need to break free. Detained by external forces. Boy, the crystal ball is asking us to see clearly and use our perception, like our ESP, gut reaction, inner knowing. So the stuff that's going to happen, we might be told one thing, but we're going to need to know what the truth is. Yes, and then we got the pearl, which is about opening up an experiential wisdom. It's things that have been hidden coming to light. Okay, so the Wheel of Karma is about cause and effect, rise and fall, divine will, justice. We've got that right underneath the swords and scales. This is interesting though, the urn. So I guess the question is, and I'm going to go ahead and ask it. I'm going to have to be careful about how I ask this question. There have been rumors that certain people might not make it to office. That's probably the best way that I can say, and I'm trying to think of, I think I'll clarify this with the Intuit Oracle, because I've got a lot of yes, no questions. I just want to find out if there happens to be a situation where someone doesn't make it into office, I just want to eliminate that possibility. I'm going to eliminate the possibility. That was a definite jumper. Okay, obstacles are easily removed. Ooh. Keep your wits about you. I'm going to keep going with the cards to clarify that urn. I'm trying to find out more if it's a person. Oh my gosh, hornet's nest. This looks interesting. The hornet's nest and the elephant. The hornet's nest is a volatile situation. It's a dangerous situation. Watch out. Actions have consequences. So there is some trouble here brewing. And we got the handcuffs right next to it. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now that no matter what is coming up, we're going to look more at this hornet's nest and volatile situation in a minute. But I do think that in the midst of this, we may feel a little bit defenseless. We may feel the feeling like we're shut down, we're locked down, we're stopped. Like maybe, hey, everyone, stay in your house for a short period of time. I don't know. That's just coming to me. But again, the crystal ball is asking, remember, our question here is about light workers. Like what do we need to know? And I would say seeing clearly, using your discernment is a big word on this card. There's a lot about past, present, and future, and what kinds of things have we already experienced, and are we going to fall for it again? We have to have that inner knowing. Oh, and this is the other thing. This could be about them staging certain people coming, like we just had Jimmy Carter's funeral. There might be some of that. We might be having some prominent people leaving the stage. But I want to channel a little bit more into this hornet's nest. Let's look at the hornet's nest on its own. I'm just going to kind of put that over there. Let's look at this hornet's nest. What do we need to know about this volatile situation? Okay, well, we got the anchor. We got the tower. This is about governments and institutions and things of that. Education, institutions, government, long-lasting education. Okay, so these two here together, what we're asking about is the volatile situation. And these two cards are basically saying your stable institutions, right? Let's find out what about these stable institutions. What about them? This is your governments, institutions, education. Okay, and that's the field of influence. The magnet is the field of influence. So the influence of these institutions okay, so we got the tracks. So it does seem like, all right, so maybe these institutions are appearing to be stable, and it seems like they're on track to go the distance. That's pretty clear. The field of influence of these institutions seem to be making forward movement. They seem very steady. They seem long-lasting. In other words, I almost feel like their strategy is to make us believe that things are just going to keep going the way they always have. And you know what? I'm going to take a look at these cards real quick, but I don't like it when they all jump out at once. Let's see. Yeah, there's just too many cards at once. Okay, now I'm going to reshuffle, and I'm going to use the Zodiac 180. And I'd like to find out a little bit. One of the themes that's been coming up hugely this year is galactic presence. that we're not alone in the universe. I've been curious, there are some that are saying, oh, within 5 years, we're going to have contact, like actual outright contact. And my feeling is it's going to be way sooner than that, because a lot of you who are probably watching this video have seen channeled messages from these people. You've seen people who channel this information. And we all kind of are getting the feeling they've been around for a while, right? So I'm trying to find out, are we just going to see things in the sky? All right, so the first card I got was Inventor, groundbreaking developments. That's kind of what I'm getting. Oh, yeah. And we've got Bonfire. So Bonfire is like really about the enthusiasm, getting things going. So we've got groundbreaking developments that get things going when it comes to the Galactics. So I guess I'm really, oh, guess what? This is about technology. Look at that. It's gadgets. So I have a feeling that, all right, we may not have gotten an answer as to whether we get first contact, but their technology is coming, and it's coming fast. Technology gets things going. That's kind of good news to some degree. Just to move things forward, and we got this again. We got this again. Oh my gosh. So the Phoenix is about transformation, rising up from the ashes, a new era. The end is the beginning. Yep. So the Galactic presence is going to this year start already making, all right. Oh, here we go. This is the corset. And there's going to be some restriction. In other words, I want to say the corset to me represents that, there's still going to be structure, like it's limited. Does that make sense? It's limited. It's limited by the restrictions, following the rules, the people that are holding it together. And, but at the same time, I'm really liking where this is going. Let's see. Yep, we got the library. We've got a lot of learning about the Galactics. We've got a lot of stuff coming. People are going to be researching in their pastime. They're going to be looking into this stuff. They want to know. People want to know more about this stuff. And I want to say this is the John Q public. They really want to know. We got the bedroom. The bedroom is, it's alone time. Now it's about leisure time. I want to say in this context, it's probably not the sensual, sexual side of things. This is really alone time, dream time, maybe astral travel time, getting in touch with this information, either inside of themselves or from places like libraries, wherever they can get the information about the Galactics. And, there's a lot of different feelings about Galactics in terms of the role that they play. I will just say that it is my opinion that they are, our past, present lives. We have lives as Galactics. I feel that, when we have contact, a lot of times it's us in the future. So there are people that think that the Galactics coming in is going to be an interference because it's a disempowerment play. But for me, everything right now, no matter what happens, whether it's fires in LA or drones coming out of the Atlantic Ocean, whatever it is, it will all be used for empowerment by us. It will all be used. Okay, so Galactic stuff is happening now. It's not going to be in 5 years. And I'm not even going to say who said 5 years. I was shocked. This particular person is a revered channel for 40 years of a huge name. I'm not going to say it. That literally just said, we landed on the moon. Like, oh, look at how humans are. You cute little humans landed on the fucking moon. Are you kidding me? I'm thinking, okay, you just lost all credibility with me, dude. And yes, it's a masculine. Okay, so we got the grapes. And in terms of the extraterrestrial, this is This will bring good things for us. This is going to help make things easier for us. I do feel, though, that it's a bridge because it is my own opinion that we actually have all of that technology inside of us, that we are the portals, that we are all those things. But this is going to make things a lot easier. And I got the bodybuilder again, which is about strength. It's about mastery. It's about self-improvement. Now you can imagine that if we get some really good technologies, that there's going to be some improvement in our situation. There's going to be some abilities um, to build our strength, to build our self-improvement, by making things easier. And I'm not talking, oh, we'll get into that probably too. I'm not talking about like AI technology, although, that's another thing I'll ask about probably. But I cannot help but think, change some transportation stuff around here and watch us fly. We need to get around more. All right, so I just got, I believe this is the knot. So this is going to be a complicated situation. There are going to be some difficulties with this technology, or let's just say with the introduction of galactic forces. This is going to be something that, for a lot of people, it will be a riddle to solve. Their brains are going to be like trying to figure out. You know what I want to find out, though, and I'm just going to ask right now and see if we get an answer. Hey there, Jasper. Jasper wants to make an appearance. You always do. He wants to say hi. Okay. Hi. Okay, hi, everybody. Say hi. Hi. Okay, now you got to get down because I can't read cards with you on the table. My cats love to get up here and just shuffle the cards around. All right, I want to find out about the actual galactic. We found out that we've got some probably technology that's coming quickly. Like we already see it. Are we going to see people? I want to see, are we going to see these extraterrestrials in person? The first thing that I got is Crown of Thorns, which is interesting because that's voluntary, like you can if you want to. I've got the hot air balloons. Untouchable. Going with the flow, rising above, don't resist. Kind of gives me the feeling that it's an opportunity. Got the tracks. Forward movement again. So forward movement is we are making steady progress to actually meet these beings in person. I just want to know, are we going to have them walk through my walls? Well, whatever contact looks like it's going to be positive experiences because we got the chocolate, which is satisfaction, elevating the mood, love, the good stuff, sweet, smooth, splurge. But we also got the beehive. So it might be, the beehive is about having to really work hard and diligently. And, to me, just those cards right there kind of give me the idea that I don't think we're going to have any of our, star family show up in person and just say, hey, we're here on the world stage. Not this year. But I do think that if we persist in moving forward on our desire to connect with them, this is going to be probably more like an individual basis as to who contacts, who is able to contact. But overall, I would say technology is right there. People starting to really look into information and get familiar with this galactic presence. That's pretty much what I think I'm getting on all of that. All right, so I'm reshuffling here, and I do want to take a look at the, oh my goodness, I have different decks all in here. Hang on a second. Somehow I just mixed some cards in from my one deck into this. Oh well. Let me just see if I have any other major cards. We were talking about AI, and what I want to find out about AI is what kind of an impact AI is going to have on us in the coming year. Like, is it going to be a really negative thing? Is it going to bring positive things? Kind of, I guess, a little bit along the lines of what I asked about the extraterrestrials, or those that are supposedly not from here. And there's another one of those cards. All right, so let's ask very quickly. Oh my gosh, I didn't even ask it. I'm not even taking that card because I didn't ask it yet. What I want to know is the impact that AI is going to have on us this year. Oh, there you go. It's going to be a complex situation. We got the knot again. It's binding forces, but it is holding things together. I kind of think of it as, all right, so we've also got friendship. So what I'm getting so far is that AI is going to solve a riddle. All right, it's going to solve a riddle, and it's going to feel like our friend. It's going to feel like our friend. We're going to have many options with AI and how we interact with it. It's going to be short-lived. Shooting star, it's going to be short-lived. So wherever we're going, I guess, all right, I'm just going to see what else comes out before I say anything. Because what I'm getting is this feeling that it's like everything else, we're going to get what we need to move out of a disempowerment space into an empowerment space. Fine print. Okay, so we got the fine print. We got to read between the lines. We do have to do our research, pay attention, and don't make assumptions. So when it comes to the AI, we really need to take a careful look at how we're using it. Sometimes it may be a complex situation to work with AI, but right now it does seem like AI is holding things together a bit. And it's interesting. Meet in person, social media, interpersonal relationships, togetherness. The AI and the technology that we have right now is keeping us close-knit as a tribe. We're going to have many other options. Those are other options. And the AI is a wish granted to some degree, but it is short-lived. So that's interesting. What can you tell me about the AI situation? Oh my gosh, I got this again. All right, so I got the Phoenix again, which is about the transformation. You know, everything seems to be pointing to, and I'll ask another subject, but everything seems to be pointing to, don't worry, be happy, because every single thing that seems like the end is just the beginning. Does that make sense? So let's see what else. We're looking at the AI. Yeah, we got, all right, so we've got the roundabout. So the roundabout is keeping things moving. It's controlling the flow of information. And I want to say we have many working parts that are going on right now in all of our technologies, in all of our business, in all of our financial systems. And I almost feel like the AI is actually working to keep it all moving and keep all those connections. So there seems to be this force of AI that is very important to where we are right now. Yeah, I got the water carrier, which I guess that would be like the Aquarius water bearer. You know, this is about communication, And I want to say it's about unselfish. Think about it. AI is not thinking about itself as much as fulfilling its programs. It can alleviate the suffering of others and be a benefactor and bring forth, information more quickly. And I want to say that, I've been asking a lot of questions of AI just in my everyday life, like looking for answers to this or doing research for that. And it does feel like I have a friend. Airplane. And people, you guys don't have to agree with me on AI. I'm just saying what the cards are saying and what I'm beginning to feel about it. Okay, it says leave it behind. Look at this. These two cards go together, short-lived and leave it behind. This is just a stopgap. It's just a stopgap. So we are going to move more towards our internal guidance systems. But right now, you have to understand that the amount that we're able to process right now, even if we are creator beings, we don't have the processing power. We don't have the ability. Like, you might be a brilliant writer, but you might not be able to write it fast, and you may need to write it fast. So I want to say that the AI is helping us break free, actually. Break free from the things that limit us. We're limited by how much we can do. And the AI can help alleviate suffering. So, and I guess the most important part in this whole thing that I've seen so far is that it's short-lived and that we leave it behind. We won't need it. We won't need it. We are actually going to have all the capabilities to do it. And listen, what comes up is the cabin, which is about within. Oh, this is disengage. So in other words, just remember to disengage. It's not a bad thing as long as you remember to disengage and go within. Don't continue to rely so much on it. Allow yourself to figure out what it is inside. Insulate yourself on certain times. And let's see what else. This is fascinating. Yep, here we go. Confirmation, corset. This is holding it together. I think the AI right now is helping us hold it together. I think that this place would go, like, it would spin out of control. Nobody can keep a handle on how much is happening. Nobody can do the research that needs to be done. It's like we do have help. We do have help. Yeah. Yep, I got the pioneer. So we're navigating uncharted territory. And in this uncharted territory with so much coming at us at once, I would say that if I were to sum up what I'm seeing here is definitely AI is a stepping stone to us getting back into our own technology within ourselves. And because we are pioneers trailblazing this whole process, we have help. And that help is called a structure of intelligence. And I don't even know if I would call it artificial intelligence to some degree. I think there's actually also something that would be called organic intelligence that is in this matrix system that's helping assist us. So I don't know about you guys, but I feel a lot better about AI based on what the cards say. So that was one of the things I wanted to look at. And I think the last thing that I want to look at from a collective standpoint is, okay, so we have a new administration coming in, and we've got, promises of all kinds of things. Oh, I mean, I'll tell you what I really do hope for. I do hope for the fair tax. I've just heard that it's a possibility that the fair tax is a good stepping stone, in my opinion, to get away from income tax, which I think about certain people with how much tax they pay on their salary, that if they just got their full salary, I mean, like, you can control what you spend. I don't know if you guys know much about the fair tax, but go look it up. It's based on spending on new goods. So you can imagine you don't have to buy new goods. You can buy used goods, and you don't on a lot of things. And then there's no food. I don't think food is taxed. But my question is is we've got these people like RFK Jr. who wants to make America healthy again. I'm sure everybody is like, some people are really going to love Elon Musk. Some people are really going to hate Elon Musk. He's a controversial figure in itself. Is he who he says he is? We've got all of these, the dream team that that President Trump is bringing in. And I guess what I want to find out is, are these people going to be able to accomplish something that is going to move us forward? Ultimately, I don't care if they're good, bad, indifferent. I'm not judging them as characters in the movie. We all know they're all characters in the movie. But what I want to find out is, are they going to be able to do what they say they're going to do? So what does our country look like once we have a new administration in place? I guess is the best question. What do we see? All right, the first thing I got is blinders. The blinders might be a little bit about confirmation bias, echo chamber. There's some out of touch stuff going on. Tunnel vision, some confusion. And I don't know who that is. That could be people, that have been resistant. We got chocolate though. And chocolate is the good stuff. So it's doing things right. Perfection, celebration, elevating the mood. Let's see what else we got. I know it's a very general. Oh my gosh, all right, so now we got the book burning. And the book burning is canceled, limiting freedom, rewriting history, changing the narrative, mind games. But then it's followed with the bodybuilder. This is like a schizo reading, which may be what we're for. It's going to be a schizo existence. No, but we've got the bodybuilder right next to that is building strength, building determination, pushing forward, resolving issues, improving. So it does seem like, there's going to be some, what can I say? There's going to be some history changing. Oh my gosh, we're going to have spilled milk. Spilled milk. There is going to be mistakes. The card says don't sweat the small stuff though. There is going to be some disappointment, but there's cleanup time. Oh my gosh, like how are we supposed to interpret this? It's going both ways. Oh my gosh, we got the gavel again. So the gavel, well, I don't know. Gavel is something I get all the time. I don't know. I think we got swords and scales before. But this is about legal matters, serious situations, important decisions, convictions, decisions make, pay attention. Spilled milk. I need to pull more cards because I'll be honest with you, I'm not exactly sure how to interpret all this. You guys might have a better idea of how to interpret it from your perspectives than I do. Well, the mirror is saying we're definitely going to start to see ourselves more clearly. We're going to become more self-aware. Whoa, I want this. Swords and scales. Oh my gosh. So we've got the gavel and swords and scales. Listen, all right, the energy is starting to come to me. Whatever is coming, it's truth and justice. It's all going to be out for everyone to see. It's all going to be for everyone to see. There are going to be some people that are looking at themselves. I want to say the book burning is about people who feel this feeling of being persecuted, this feeling of being silenced. So the energy I'm getting on this is there are going to be people that are very threatened by this administration coming in, even if it is the good stuff, because there is a lot of victim mentality, I think, that goes along with this change in administration for a group of people. However, this could also be, truthers who have differing opinions than being in full support of this administration. In other words, we've got so many things going on right now. But that's the point of this. Let's just keep pulling some cards here. This is turning out to be kind of a long reading, isn't it? We got the hot air balloon, which means things are going to get better. They're going to lift up. There's going to be new perspective. We're going to do some things that defy gravity, that elevate, that make people feel good. It's uplifting. So there's going to be some people that feel uplifted by everything that's happening. Let's hope. And then the checkered flag. Checkered flag is the conclusion. Everything's going to come to a conclusion. All right, I'm going to look at these cards right now. Yeah, the swords and the scales with the mirror. The swords and the scales is about things being seen and made right. You know, we've got the balance of right and wrong. This is about due process, legal matters being finished, bringing order, making important decisions. But during this process, everyone's going to get to look at themselves in the mirror. This is not just for administration. This is everybody. This is the people that feel persecuted are going to be taking a look at themselves in the mirror. People that are victim mentality, it doesn't matter where you stand on any of it. If you're where you're feeling victim mentality, it's going to be challenging and you're going to have to look at it. We are going to have things that we regret in this administration. I mean, I just want to say that this was something that I really regretted about that administration. But what it's saying is don't sweat the small stuff, because we are in the process of really building something here. This is personal building. This is self-awareness and building. We are building. And this is, I want to say, this is the conclusion and this is the good stuff. So overall, there's nothing that I see in this reading that says doom and gloom. It's definitely going to be expansive. Okay, so where do we go from here? I think that we're going to, I know there's a lot of things that I want to cover on a global level, but I think that I'll be periodically coming in to do some readings. Like, for example, I'd like to do a reading on Elon Musk, on Elon Musk. I might use our Astro Persona deck, pull up his birthday, pull his whole chart with cards, and then ask questions. I might also do that with RFK Jr. I think that would be really interesting. But I think for the sake of keeping this reading a little bit shorter, we'll go ahead. Let's switch gears to the personal outlook for 2025. What I'd like to do is I'd like to pull some healing cards, and let's see what we get in terms of focus areas, in terms of healing. The first one I got is authority. Isn't that interesting? So we're going to be healing authority. We are going to be healing what else? Let's see. All right. Oh, I love this one. Belonging. Isn't that amazing? Belonging. So authority, belonging. My kitten is going crazy and running around like a mad zoomy cat. Her little, I don't know if you can hear her on there, probably not. Okay, so the next card is judgment. We're going to be healing judgment. Let's see what else. All right, we got past lives. So we're going to be healing past lives. And looks like we're going to be laying down our burdens. Well, isn't that interesting? You know, if you think about all the division that we've experienced, right? And what does that involve? Judgment, judging people to be other than ourselves. And interestingly enough, authority is basically the people that got us to be divided like that. Past lives is probably where a lot of this stuff all comes from. In past lives, things being wrapped up, and then laying down our burdens. the burdens from all the past life, and I want to say just the burdens in general that we've been facing as a society. So in terms of focusing, what are we going to be focusing on? And these two decks that I'm going to be that I'm working with is the Intuit Soul Expansion Trio, which this is the healing deck, and then now I'm going to pull some cards from the Focus deck. And this is just general life areas that we might be looking at in 2025. Well, interestingly enough, the first one that comes up is community, which doesn't community and belonging go hand in hand? So that's kind of interesting. Let's see what else we've got. What other areas are we going to focus on? Okay, career change. Some of us might be seeing some career changes. Relocation. Maybe some of us will be relocating this year. Let's see. All right, we have a couple have come out. Interesting enough, animals is coming up, which I think is interesting. I have a really good friend that's working with the Animal Collective, so maybe we'll hear some of that. Amy, there you go. We got the Animal Collective coming up, and we have divination came out on the table at the same time, which is really interesting. This might be a really good opportunity to tell you that in 2025, Intuit Oracle is my company with Kimberly Fisher, and Intuit is our proud sponsor for all of my videos now. I will be doing a lot of card readings, and what makes our cards so interesting and unique is that they were designed to help you get in touch with your own inner knowing. So I've been using these cards for years, and we're known for having keywords on cards. So the decks that we use and the decks that we have created for our customers are all based on helping people get in touch with their own inner knowing through seeing keywords that jump off on cards. And you, probably better than anyone else, really understands your situation. There's certain words that just, yes, that's the word. You know, this is the word that relates to my situation. So anyways, I'm going to link those below. And from now on, most of my videos you're going to see are sponsored by Intuit. And if there's ways, you know, you're looking to support my channel, just go take a look at those products, and that does it right there. Okay, so let us look at some cards from the Intuit Oracle. These are cards that I use mostly for the personal side of things. It's a lot more about home and hearth and relationships and things like that. Whereas I tend to think of the Zodiac 108 as being a little bit more like the Truthers deck. It's got lots of information in there, lots of objects with a lot of different qualities. But now I want to take it a little bit of a deeper look and see what for 2025 things look like on a personal level. Oh my gosh, you know what? I just started this reading over, and this is the exact first card that popped up the first time. I started this portion of the reading over because I was having some wild issues with animals and noises and all of this, and I said, I'm just going to start this portion over, and I got the same card. We're keeping this card. It's the book. And I'm not going to make any decisions about what this means until I start pulling some other cards. This is about our personal self. We got the wine. That's about things developing over time, and it's the good stuff. We got it's another transformation card too. So this is, to me, the book in this case really means that there's still some things that we might not have dealt with, and it's going to take time for the alchemy to happen. That it's going to age well, that everything is going to age well like wine, but it does take time for that to happen. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am not kidding you. This was also in the reading that I started. I have 2 of the 3 cards. Look how many cards there are. I shuffled them. You just heard me shuffling while I was talking. That's insane. So that's really, really a good sign. We are going to have success over this. This is a key experience. This is achievement. This is victory. This is a win this year for you personally. There are going to be things that have to be dealt with that you might not have seen inside yourself yet. Secrets that you still have from yourself that you're going to be discovering and finding. And then I have the broom, which means, things that you find that you don't need anymore, you're going to get rid of. It's going to be purging. It's going to be cleanup. You're going to be restoring harmony to your life. So let's see what else the cards have to say. And I want to say this is past life stuff keeps coming up. Hidden things, past lives. You might start to remember things. You might start to put 2 and 2 together is what I'm getting. We've also got the energy of the lion, which is strength, right? It's courage. It's your leadership energy coming out, your inner strength, your confidence. I mean, I think that you've been working on this self-development and personal development for a long time. You've been removing unwanted stuff. You've been, this is developing over time, all of it. We're still going to be getting more clarity on stuff. And that's what I mean, the hidden things, the book. Yeah, we're still, I hate to say it, I mean, no one said then times were going to be easy. We're going to be needing to examine the fine print, look deeper and get more details, get more clarity on the personal level. Let's see what else. Okay. I got the walking boots. And that means there's going to be some things you're probably going to need to walk away from, There's going to be, this is also self-exploration. This card is one of self-exploration, pursuing your own path. So again, it sounds like, continuation of the work that you've been doing. Now, I did get a man, so let's find out what that's about. Now, maybe you're walking away from a man. That's kind of possible. I guess that's possible. You're on for new beginnings. So I don't know. I mean, is it a possibility that you're getting ready to walk away from things that don't serve you in relationships? And I'm just going to say the man, or this also represents you, the man, the woman, they both represent you if it's appropriate in the reading. But it does sound like it could also be new perspectives. This new beginnings, the child card could be new perspectives. As you, walking boots is also about exploring yourself, journeying, adventure. So the man could also be you, getting new experiences, moving into your creativity. Yeah, that's a really good possibility. I don't often, I want to say that it's the masculine energy. Maybe the masculine energy in you is getting a little bit more clear, like you're working on pursuing that divine masculine within yourself as well. And then we got the Ring of Keys. The Ring of Keys is about opportunities. There's freedom is on this card, new beginnings. We've got beginnings and beginnings. So maybe it's possible that some of you have some really good new beginnings coming for things that you have wrapped up, for cycles that have been closed out. The Ring of Keys is also about being in control, having access to energy, and having a change of heart. And, change of heart could have to do with our Judgment card. Judgment, we might have a change of heart in our biases, our judgments, possibility. Let's see what else. On a personal level for 2025, what are some of the themes that we're going to explore? Well, we're definitely on our way out, and I want to say out of the matrix of control. I feel very strongly that this is a big year for that. It's the stepping stones. It's continued spiritual growth and progress. So in a sense, it's the process of arriving into the higher realms, but having to go through, yeah, because we're looking at the higher realms being maturity. I want to say maturity, uh, achievement. We've got the trophy for achievement, and we've got the lily for achievement. And Lily is retired as well. So, do we get to a place where we feel like we can relax and quote unquote retire, meaning we don't have to continue to work for the man. We don't have to continue to do all the things we've been doing. And we got the twin flame card. Woohoo! So it does look like we're going to have maybe some advancement in that love blueprint. And so I think that, when we wrap this up, we'll do a quick look into that. And I'm sure that I'm going to end up doing um, some more readings around those topics. Okay, so I also got the island. So in 2025, you may experience periods of time where you are in isolation, or I want to say flying solo, or separating yourself off from, and it could be separating yourself off from just about anything. Let's see what that just about anything. Oh, okay. Separating yourself off from the snake energy. Yep, you're going to be separating yourself off from deception, toxicity, things that are counterproductive, betrayals. So, yeah, you're going to be able to isolate yourself from this stuff because you're going to have discernment, the discernment of being able to, decide what is what and get a better, clear view of that. I think if there's any last things that I see in here. Okay, those are some of the main focuses that we've got in terms of the personal. We're really continuing the same journey we've been on, which is getting clear inside of ourselves, getting rid of the stuff that doesn't serve us. But we have the wine and the trophy, um, as well as the stepping stones, as well as the ring of keys that says, and beginnings. We have two cards for new beginnings that we have a pretty good indication that we're going to make some significant personal development. And again, this is a very general reading, and I wanted to keep it kind of surface level. We can get deeper into cards um, in the future. All right, last but not least, I think I will go ahead and reshuffle again, and we're going to look at love life. And I'm going to take a moment right now to just say that what I've decided to do is to start doing some empowerment readings by sun signs, by sun, ascendants, and moon signs, and work with the two decks that I was just showing you, the healing deck and the focus deck, primarily along with these two decks, to relay empowerment messages for different sun signs. So we're going to take a look at what are some of the things that you might be working on, and then advice on how to clear and heal some of the things that might be going on in your particular sun sign, moon sign, rising sign. So I'm going to be doing that, and I'm also going to be offering extended readings. It should be a nominal amount, but it would just be something that if that reading really resonates with you, and I have a feeling that because we all have a bunch of different sun signs, we have a lot of different astrological aspects. I think that you're going to know by the title if that one is for you, and they'll be timeless. So I'm just going to start at Aries, and I'm going to rotate through. And then I'll be interspersing some other card readings. Like I said, I wanted to do one on Elon Musk and RFK Jr. and things like that. So I'm really looking forward to doing a lot of content this year. And all right, let's wrap up this reading with our relationship blueprint. Let's find out where we're going in the coming year with that. We're just going to touch on it. That is definitely one I will be back to do another full-blown reading on, love aspects. In fact, I'll probably have a love aspect on every one of those astrological readings. You can't make this shit up. I'm not kidding. Look at this. Celtic knot. That is about love of a lifetime. That is your love of a lifetime, divine union, unconditional love. So that's a great card to begin the love portion of our reading. Let's see what happens. Okay, anything can happen. We've got the wild card. So anything can happen in love. This is a game changer. This is unexpected. It's a surprise, unpredictable, unexpected opportunities. Second. Gosh, you are not going to believe this. Look at the card that just flipped over. It's the twin flame card. Well, I would say that bodes really well for the original blueprint. I think we should just stop there. No, I'm not going to, though. I want to know more. Inquiring minds want to know. What else do we need to know? All right, we've got the tower, and this isn't a tower like in tarot. This is taking it slow. This is long ago from the past. So I'm thinking original counterparts. We've been with this being for lifetimes. Lifetimes. So this is, I feel like this is reconnecting with the one, the original one. The boomerang, the return of what is ours. I am not kidding you. The return of what is yours. People saying you were right. Oh my gosh. For those of you who have been on a twin flame journey, particularly, or any kind of a soulmate journey, or even, if you relate with that concept, this is the recovery of an item, health, money, friendship, relationship, enthusiasm, energy. But people say you were right. It's the return of what was yours. We get our original counterparts back. I'm hoping this is in 2025. I mean, we're doing a 2025 reading, right? Oh, this is really good. Ring of Keys again. So this is having access to new beginnings, a change of heart. Hidden knowledge comes out. Weren't we dealing with that? This is also blueprints comes up. Blueprints comes up, and that's about firm foundations. I feel like through the whole shift from the old relationship model to the new relationship blueprint. Oh my gosh, blueprint. Hello. That for me right there is confirmation of the word that I've been given, which is we are not talking about a new relationship template. We're actually talking about a new blueprint. The original blueprint is what I'm getting. I'm just checking my microphone because I had my microphone go out on me earlier. All right, so what else? Golden ticket. Woohoo! Golden ticket, once in a lifetime. It's a turning point. It's a major opportunity. Now, we just saw opportunity in the wild card. So we've got the opportunity, and then we've got this golden ticket, something special, an extraordinary event. An extraordinary event. Success, magical. It's looking really good for this original blueprint. I kind of am getting March. We got the clover. The clover is, we do have a fling, rendezvous. We have some of that unexpected rendezvous. This is, you're going to meet up with this person, this relationship. If the person's with you or not at this point, or if you even know who this person is, this is a happy coincidence. You're going to meet this person, or you're going to run into this person. Heart and home. We got heart and home, people. I'm so excited. That's about a happy home, security, affection, heart's desire, longevity, belonging. Look at this. I can get this card up off the table. Belonging and belonging. That's amazing. I have often felt that way, is that for those of us who don't have that special someone, in our everyday lives, there's that sense of belonging. I mean, I have my family. All right, so we have the man. All right, so this is either you or your love interest. It's masculine energy. Let's see what else we get about. What about the man? Tell us. We want to know. We want to know about the masculine. All right, hang on. Okay, so it's saying that the masculine might still be wearing a mask. So I tend to think of that as being the man, the masculine, the counterpart, the person. They might not quite be there yet, or they are disguising it. Maybe they're concealing it. They're putting a little bit of a performance on for you, and I'm not really sure why that is. This is interesting because we've got the mama bear. It's almost when I pull the bear, I sometimes will refer to this card as me in a reading, just because I've gotten to that CEO place where I'm running my own life. um I'm my own CEO. I'm my own judge. I'm my own coach. It's about finances, benefits, protective, strong. I've become the bear. And so it's interesting to see the man is still maybe wearing a mask and not quite there yet, but the divine feminine is reaching her CEO status. And so let's see where that takes us. Like I said, I know this has been a really long reading, so I don't want to go too much further into depth on this. I will definitely be back with another reading for that. So because of that, because of the masculine where he's at, something's still not quite right there. We got the fox. Something's off. Something's still not quite right. What else? Perfect timing and everything. So it's down to a perfect timing thing, that this is all unstoppable. I mean, come on. We've got two twin flame cards that come up in the first three. We've got unexpected, surprises, opportunities. We've got the return of what's yours. Sure, we have, not everything is 100% okay. We've got masculine still maybe having some work to do to come out of what I'm thinking of as a protection. And maybe that's your masculine too, that's still trying to protect you. Maybe you're the one putting on the show. Maybe you're carrying the masculine that's putting on a show, and that's not quite right. But you're really headed towards being that CEO bear. And I believe that the perfect timing is sitting right there. And yeah, I'm going to leave that there. I think that that's pretty encouraging for relationships. So I guess we'll close our reading there. I want to thank you for, if you've made it to the end of this, you get a gold star, because this has been quite a long reading. I am going to be back with the astrological readings. Those are the next ones that I'm going to do. And I'd like to ask you, if you did enjoy this video, please give me a thumbs up, because it does help me and my channel in the algorithms. And if you like what you heard and you really resonate with it, please consider becoming a subscriber on my YouTube community here on my channel. We would love to have you. If you would like to comment and tell me how any of this resonated with you, things that you see coming, things that you might have seen on cards that I didn't see that jumped out at you. I always love to get feedback, and I interact on the threads all the time. And I'm sure the community would love to hear what you have to say about what you think is coming for 2025. So anyways, thank you so much again, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.